Our son Oliver just turned 2, and in just over 24 hours, we're throwing him a party to celebrate. Look at how this came out. Of course, I'm going to be DIYing everything from the decor to the food. Really just want to infuse it with so many handmade personal touches. Growing up, that's something that my mom always did for me and my siblings. It was always so sweet and meaningful. So now I'm excited to be able to do the same for my son. So I think today we'll focus a bit more on the decor, tomorrow on the food. That way everything's fresh for the party. So let's chat some of my inspiration. Really wanted to make this party something that Oliver would love. Of course, like a lot of little boys, he is obsessed with anything cars, trucks, vehicles, but I feel like every single one of his friends who's turning 2 is doing that exact theme. Too Fast, Too Furious, some kind of car theme. I wanted to do something a little different. So right now, one of his favorite books is Goodnight Gorilla, which if you haven't read it, it is the cutest little story. We've also been to the zoo a few times recently, which is the setting for the book. And Oliver is obsessed with animals, loves naming them, making the animal noises. So I figured that would be perfect. So the goal is to go for a like Goodnight Gorilla / zoo theme with some classic birthday vibes mixed in there as well. It was a little bit difficult finding inspiration because there's not a lot out there, but I've come up with some fun ideas and there are a lot of cute little details from the book that I want to incorporate. I think the first thing that we need to do is to blow some stuff up. Let's do the big one. Oh, there's a ton of them. It's so good. Got a few of these little like zoo animal balloons too. This little zebra is so cute. Let's see if we can get this confetti to stick to the outside a bit more. Create some static. Look at how well that trick works. But now let's start hanging these up. I think we're going for the biggest visual impact on the ceiling. Goodnight Gorilla is such a colorful book that I just want everything to feel fun and colorful. So we've got our little multicolored balloons. I also have these pennant banners. Here's a little close-up. It's just like pieces of felt that I've stitched together. I did a few of these for Oliver's first birthday party last year. I saved all the ones I made for that and then made a whole bunch more this year. So the vision is to have them like strung from, I'm thinking, the center pennant here all the way to the 4 corners of the kitchen. I've measured everything out, so we should have enough. I think it's going to just immediately set the vibe in here. How cute and just whimsical is this? I love this color combo. I used painter tape to adhere all of the balloons to the ceiling, but I ran out of this like white string, so I think I'm gonna go pick up some more of that because I feel like that just looks so good. I'd love to have a few more balloons kind of scattered across the ceiling. So I was telling you in planning this whole party, I really wanted to incorporate some of the details from Goodnight Gorilla. This is what I'm really excited about. If you know the story, there's this sneaky gorilla who lets all of the zoo animals out of their cages. They follow the zookeeper and his wife back to their home, sneak in, all of that. But the beginning of the story is basically just the zookeeper saying goodnight to all the animals and then the gorilla going around letting them all out of their cages. I wanted to recreate those cages, so I just used popsicle sticks, and these were like $1 boxes from the dollar store. Painted them the appropriate colors, and then I have these little animal figurines that we're giving to Oliver for his 2nd birthday. I'm going to stick 1 inside each. So I've already done 2. I did a purple one for the hyena, a blue one for the lion. So happy with how these are coming out. So I've done these 2 already. There are 3 more that I want to do though. I have red, orange, and yellow popsicle sticks. Actually already painted a green one too. I just need to assemble it, but want to get the other 2 painted and drying first. And then once they dry, we'll use hot glue to go around and kind of secure them like this, leaving a nice big opening so that you can still see the animals inside. And because in the story, they're all escaping anyway, so gotta give them a way to get out. This is exactly what I was envisioning. So fun. It's just like the book. I love all the colors. Good morning, it is officially party day. We've already gotten a lot done, but there's still so much to do. Last night I was up pretty late doing as much of the in advance baking as I could. I made 24 chocolate chip cookies, this funfetti dip that we're going to have with animal crackers, which I found pastel sprinkles. They match the balloons, the decor perfectly. I baked some bacon we're doing sliders as the main food item. We're gonna do a few different kinds, but one of them is going to be a BLT slider. So did all the bacon in advance, hung up some more balloons. So today my focus is really on assembling all of the food. Need to decorate outside as well because it's beautiful out. I'd imagine we'll spend a lot of time outdoors. I've set out some games, but we really haven't touched it decor-wise yet. And then yeah, I want to decorate all of the surfaces. We have the island here. It's going to be where we're going to be serving, displaying food. Our dining table, I have a whole zoo-themed coloring tablecloth we're going to set out, and some other fun touches here and there. So let's get into prep mode, although I do actually have to run to the store first. A couple days ago, I bought everything that we were going to need for the party, but they were out of one item, and it's a pretty crucial one. So need to get that, and then we can come back and continue our prep. Let's do a little multitasking. Gonna get some brownies on, and then we can work on the decor. I always get rave reviews on my brownies, but my secret ingredient is so simple. I just use this Ghirardelli double chocolate brownie mix. It's really good alone, but I always add some extra chocolate chips to them and then underbake them just slightly so that they're fudgy. Not all the food I'm making is going to be animal themed, but I saw this idea for a little lion veggie tray. Thought it was adorable. I just used hummus, blueberries, the bottom of a bell pepper, and then some really thin slices of, what is this, cucumber as the base, and then layered all of the veggies kind of in a circle around it. So simple and really cute. Now let's set up this whole area. This is so much easier with 2 people. Going to scatter these I have little animal stickers around, and then let's put out some crayons. This tablecloth was an Amazon find. It was less than $10, but so cute. I love the zoo theme, and I think that there are quite a few toddlers coming. I think at least 10 to 15. They're gonna have a great time coloring this in. Can't forget the most important balloon of them all. And got to have the moon. Perfect! Oh, I love it. This is so perfect. When you read Goodnight Gorilla, there's a moon and a red balloon on pretty much every page of the book. There might be a couple. It's not, but it's a detail that Oliver loves pointing out, so of course I had to include. So the brownies just came out. They're cooling now. I think they're going to be the perfect opportunity to recreate another very iconic moment in the Goodnight Gorilla book. There's a page where Mrs. Zookeeper wakes up. She's startled. All you see are her eyes. I swear Oliver laughs every time he sees this page. So we're going to pretend that the brownies are the blank page. Then I found these candy 3 eyes at the store. I'm just gonna do literally 1-2 eyes placed in the corner, just like in the book. It's one of those small little details that I feel like makes what you're doing feel special. So we're going to do a little kids play area right here. I'm going to add a couple of details. These are like leaf-shaped placemats that I got at the dollar store the other day. Just going to lay those out. This is something I bought secondhand. It's a present for Oliver. He hasn't seen it yet too, so it's going to be a surprise. It's a little zoo puzzle that when you take and replace, the animals make sound. And then I bought just a whole pack of these little zoo animal figurines. We have a hippo, a rhino, tiger. I'm just going to put these out for the kids to play with. So here is another really cute little DIY that we're gonna do. If you're trying to throw a storybook themed party, this is one of the easiest and I feel like highest impact things that you can do. Buy or thrift a copy of your kid's favorite book. Try to look for a paperback copy. And I've already started this. What I've been doing is cutting out the pages, kind of centering it on the most exciting thing going on each page, and then cutting them into these little banners using a hole punch to put a hole in each side, and then you can string them up. Such a cute, easy, very high impact DIY that I feel like helps bring home the vibe of the book that you're theming your party around, probably more than anything else. So like I said, I've already started it. Got a bunch of pages cut out, a few strung up already. Have a few more that I need to cut out now though. Let's finish these up and then I'm excited to use this as some extra themed decor. Look at how this came out. Plan is to put them around this area and outside, but since we're kind of centering the decor around the kitchen, I want to put up the first couple pieces right here in front of the window. Then out here, the vision is to use this blank wall to recreate the goodnight page when all the animals say goodnight back to the zookeeper. I'm going to use, this is just a disposable tablecloth, I'm going to hang it up like a banner. And then last night we cut out all of these goodnight signs. We're gonna tape them to it. This is exactly what I envisioned. Oh, it's so cute. Party's an hour out, let's start setting up our food. Alright, well, it's party time. We finished everything off just in the nick of time. And you guys, I love all the personal touches. There's so many cute little callouts, just fun details. Let me show you how it came out. Then it was time to celebrate. The party itself was such a sweet and special time. I didn't get many clips, but Oliver loved it. I saw him appreciating all the details and it made my mama heart so full. This was such a fun birthday and one we'll never forget. Happy birthday, Oliver.